Isn't it a beautiful day? I'll tell you what, fall has come, it really has. Got a few announcements. There'll be a deacons meeting after worship service to sign up list for next year. Diana is the chairman of the deacons, and there's her phone number. So we want to get together and have a very strong group of deacons working next year. Deacons in the Bible are the ones that serve. They are the worker bees, so to speak, scripturally speaking. And if you don't have worker bees, I don't know what happens. But anyway, so the foundation of a strong church is a strong group of deacons, and so we want to develop that. You can see all the other announcements there. Jerry wants to lead an expedition to the Wolfart Theater in Wytheville. It is a really good experience. I used to go all the time. Particularly, I went to all their Christmas stuff. It's great food, usually a very, very good play. They've always been very careful to maintain high health standards. If you want to go, I guess you give Jerry your check, pay Jerry Britton, okay? Yeah.
Now, the people who already signed up, the cut off, for us to get the reservations.
Yeah.
We're in the reservations. We just need the people who have already reserved have to pay the check to the body.
Okay. We all got that.
We've got 12 on.
Okay.
Pastor John, where is the deacon meeting being held?
Right here,
Right here.
in the sanctuary.
All you got to do is hang around. Worship committee would like to start planning for the Advent season. Worship committee, when I'm pastor in a church, I always get a worship leader that's high detail, someone that can nag you to the point of death. When I was over at Bethany, she would call me at 7 o'clock in the morning. She knew I was asleep, and she would call at 7 o'clock in the morning. I kept a notebook beside and she'd have the plan out for the next week or month or whatever, and I'd take my notes, and she'd say, going back to sleep now. And but she's just highly, and Diana's got some of those qualifications. I don't know that she's a big nag, but she is highly detailed oriented. And so, we want to lay careful plans. What do they say? If you don't plan to succeed, I'll get the rest of that. But anyway, if you're going to succeed, you got to plan, and we want to make plans. Okay. We're going to have an All Saints Day memorial service. You can read that right there and see what that's going to be. I won't try to explain it and mess it up. But we want to honor those people and those families that have experienced COVID in a very painful, lossful way. And we want them to share with the whole church community. So if you will read that and talk to the elders are sponsoring this, if you would like to talk to them to see how that's going to be something that you can participate in, that should be very, very meaningful. What other announcements do we have this morning?
I have one.
Who?
Me?
Oh.
For crop, we had 3 walkers, and we collected, at this point, the point of the walk, we had collected $1,531. And the last I heard, I believe the entire crop walk so far had collected about $20,000.
Amen.
That's very generous. That's very generous. It's wonderful to be part of a generous. That's one of the things about the early church. Luke tells us that they had all things in common. They found great joy in sharing, which is as it should be. What did I hear? Yes.
I just wanted to let everyone know that the Get Off Your Can exercise class is going back on schedule for starting tomorrow. And what I do is I watch the Salem back down to where we were about when we started, so we're meeting again 10 o'clock on Mondays. If you've never been to one, come and experience it. It's something quite different. Thanks.
Dan, did you?
Yeah, I just want to remind people that we're still having the adult study group Sunday mornings at 9:30 down in the old Hearts and Souls class, and we got plenty of books. Anybody who wants to come, join in.
That is a great book, even if you take it home and read it. It really is some of the best Christian writing that we have is in that book. I was shocked when I read it. Jerry?
One other thing, anybody that does want to go on Woodville, they still have, for a little while, they've got a few seats there, but you go ahead individually, call the theater and get your, you won't be on the same table all week, but they'll probably get you close to it if they can.
If you want to go, call Jerry. He'll tell you what to do. Does that work?
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me where to go.
But you haven't gone yet.
Yeah. You're still here.
Yes. Oh, one other announcement. Okay, if you're studying what you do when a church is in an interim period like you are right now, and what interim ministers do, you bring a big focus on the Holy Spirit, because you need the Holy Spirit to lead the church into its next leadership situation, into its next life situation. You need the Holy Spirit to blossom here. Every good interim that I know, if you read 100 books, every one of them will tell you that. So one of the things we want to do in our music, Donita and I put our heads together, and we're going to be bringing Holy Spirit music in. Not all the time, because anything you eat too. I ate steak 3 days in a row one time. I never thought I'd get tired of that, but I did. But we want to keep a Holy Spirit consciousness alive. And so you're invited to, when we're doing songs, you're invited to sing along, particularly the Holy Spirit songs. And disciples historically are not real good with the Holy Spirit. They don't talk about it much, haven't studied it a whole lot. But we need to. So anyway, we invite you to sing along and to participate and to open up your heart and your mind to the working of the Holy Spirit. God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit. You need all three of them, okay? So that's going to be a bigger and bigger focus. One, because